Are you a big man in 2K24 and you're having a hard time finding a jump shot that you are comfortable with and can consistently hit greens with? Well, lucky for you, I have 4 jump shots for you to try out.
We go again. I can't help but to sabotage my head. It happens every time.
The first jump shot of the day is your basic jump shot right off rip when you're a 60 overall if you don't have the VC to upgrade your 3-point or mid-range. Your first up is Tyler Cook with a 48 plus mid-range or 3-point jump shot, and you have to be at least 6'5", which is really nice because the release speed is a C+ and is the highest you're going to get at 7'1", which I currently am. And this one is just your basic starting out. This is not a long-term jump shot. Like I said before, this jump shot is really just a beginning for what you will have later in the game. This is for if you're 60 overall and you don't have VC to upgrade your player. 48 plus mid-range or 3-point shot. It's decently quick, pretty easy to time. And as a big man, you want a quick jump shot, especially if you're going to try to play online in the city or the rec or anything like that. So try this one out if you're a lower level and see if it works for you. Heading into our second jump shot, this one is a higher requirement. You need to be at least 6'10" and have a mid-range or a 3-point shot of 81 plus. For me, I only have an 83 pointer, but I do have an 86 mid-range, so this one would work for me. If it works for you, definitely try this one out. The release speed is as fast as humanly possible, which is really what you want as a big man. Going into the jump shot, you start off with a David Robinson lower base, a Jaren Jackson Jr. upper release 1, and a Tim Duncan upper release 2. With the release speed all the way up and a 96% Jaren Jackson Jr. animation blending. Now looking at this jump shot, it's very in between on timing. Sometimes you're slightly early, sometimes you're slightly late, but you will get greens pretty consistently. I would say you're probably going to shoot about 50% if you don't truly know the jump shot and practice the jump shot. I had a little trouble with this one, but I started to get it here in this video, as you can see. Miss, one every couple of shots, but still being able to consistently green most of the shots I take. Even, slightly earlys go in this game. So that's pretty nice. Getting into our third jump shot here, we are starting off with a lower base of Jonathan Isaac, an upper release 1 of Jaren Jackson Jr., and an upper release 2 of Marc Gasol with the release speed once again all the way up and an animation blending of 62% and 38% Marc Gasol. This one is a height of at least 6'10" and only a 79 plus mid-range or 3-point shot, which I have both of. Personally, this jump shot is a lot smoother than the David Robinson, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Tim Duncan jump shot, but test these out and try them both and see which one you like more. Like I stated before, this jump shot just feels absolutely so much smoother than the other jump shot personally, but like I said, try these both out and see which one you like more. I felt like I was more consistent using this jump shot, and I felt like I was greening just about every shot. Every like 6 or 7 shots is then I would miss one shot, or I would slightly earlier, slightly late it, but the green consistency was crazy. So getting into our final jump shot, and my favorite jump shot and the one that I use personally, starts off with a lower base of Eric Paschall, an upper release 1 of Marvin Bagley III, and an upper release of Tim Duncan with the release speed all the way up and an animation blending of 23% Marvin Bagley and a 77% Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is one of my favorite players to ever play the game, and I think his jump shot just feels super sweet. It's a little slower, but that's okay because Eric Paschall and Marvin Bagley had a decently speed for a jump shot. Getting into the requirements, it is at least 6'10" height and an 85 plus 3-point or mid-range, which I have an 86 mid-range, which I got really lucky with. So please test these out and see which one you guys like. As you can see, this shot is just absolutely money. I am just absolutely wet with this jump shot. I make just about everything. Mid-range, 3-point, fading, everything. This jump shot is so clean and so smooth, and I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I found this jump shot. and I hope you guys do try this out and see if you guys like it as well. Before I end the video, there is one more thing I would like to get into on the terms of jump shots. This is in the controller settings of 2K, and you will scroll down to shot timing visual cue, and you can change this to increase or decrease the time to hold for your jump shot. So jump is the fastest, which is pretty much just about at the top of your jump shot. Like when you're jumping in the air, you will release the button and that will be your green window. Next is set point, which is pretty much all the way up, and as you're pushing the ball forward, that will be your green window. Next is the push, which is fully coming off the push animation. And then last but not least is release, which will be the latest, and that will be as soon as the ball leaves your fingertips. And I will show you guys each one just to get a reference. Starting off with jump visual cue, you will see as my bar goes up, right here is when I will release the ball. Full green bar for the green shot. Next is the set point visual cue. As you see, this one is a little bit longer than the jump visual cue. Whereas the jump visual cue would be green right there. It's a little bit longer. The next one is the push visual cue. And as you can see, this one will take a lot longer for the bar to fill up. Not until I start pushing my hands forward that the green window actually opens up. The last one is the release visual cue, and this one will take the longest hold to green, as you can see here. Hold, 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 and not till I'm pretty much, the ball is past my fingertips, that I finally get the full green window. Remember, shooting's fun and all, right? Everybody wants to green. Everybody wants to be the best shooter they can and crossing people up. But you gotta remember, it is always you, Tom!
Here we go again. I can't help but to sabotage my head.